Looking for something fun to watch? The KJ Today Show has you covered. We're bringing Hollywood to Indianapolis and positive vibes to our community. It's pop culture, people to know, and pets. Watch it happen live Wednesdays at 7 on YouTube or catch up on demand. KJ Today Show. So glad you could be here with us. As you know, we are your positive vibes show powered by PopCon and the Towne Post Network. And Johna is feeling it. Got the
I've
dancing
decided
going on.
that I'm no longer going to make sound effects on this show because last time I did, they've been used against me every time.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I will only be doing my Marie from now on.
As you are aware, if you're watching the comments, we got people checking in from all over the place with their crew number. This, my friends, is an interactive show. It is your show, more so than it is ours. We're here to make sure that you are feeling the positive vibes. So please follow the to-do list. Get your crew number at kjcrew.com. That's crew with a K. Free to sign up, comment, interact, give us some good news. We'll be doing Tell Me Something Good later in the show. And most of all, enjoy those positive vibes, which are brought to you tonight by Summer Bash Indiana.
Love those guys.
I know. Summer Bash Indiana, Indiana's only all-inclusive music festival, happening July 14th through the 15th. SummerbashIndiana.com. We'll be talking more about that coming up later in the show. Also coming up later in the show, we are so excited. So many people here in Indianapolis have been going to see Hamilton, and we are not one of them.
I watched it on Disney Plus. I feel like that's the same.
I have heard it's not the same, but when you can't go see it, it's close enough. From Hamilton tonight, a very special guest, James Monroe Iglehart, who was also the genie in Aladdin, and he's going to be talking about, he does a lot of voice work, and he's part of the new hit show Kif on Disney Plus,
which is great, by the way.
Are you watching it?
I watched it. It's very funny.
It's totally your vibe.
Oh, I love it so much.
I mean, when I saw the trailer, I was like, Jonna's gonna love this show. Hello, Susan, crew number 57, Shelly, crew number 5. I saw Leanne, crew number 10 from Texas. Let's see, Erina, crew number 6 from Pendleton, checking in tonight. I do believe our crew member who we are playing Don't Screw the Krew for tonight, Karen, is from New York, and she has like 9 cats, and she also has dogs. She's our people.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So that will be coming up a little bit later. We also, I know, Johna, you love when we have surprises, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Tonight,
I made such a great surprise graphic for the for the party on for the party last Friday.
You did.
It was so beautiful, and I didn't even get to use it.
So in Tell Me Something Good, we're going to be recapping, obviously, our good news is the fact that so many of you came out to our first anniversary party on Friday night. I mean, I honestly, like, I do these things, and then I'm sick to my stomach for like a week thinking no one's going to come.
It's true. And
so thank you. And Johna, I have had events where no one came. So
I have also been to events where no one came.
Yes. So to have O'Reilly's Irish Pub downtown packed with wonderful people, full of positive vibes, the KJ crew out in full effect. It was absolutely amazing. So
are you going to tell me who the surprise guest is?
I'm not. That's mean. It shall be revealed, Johna.
Am I going to have to quit again?
After What's Poppin'. I will tell you so that you're not quite as stressed. it's not a live guest.
Praise.
Okay. All right. It's another celebrity guest, which is
Okay.
also going to lead us into another announcement for next week, which is our 50th episode. All
Ooh.
day I've been saying the 50th anniversary. Like we went from first anniversary to 50th.
In a week.
Wow.
We're like 1 year, 50 years. Let's
That's
go.
right. We got a TARDIS and we took off and we're 50 years in the future. No, Jim Belushi is going to be a special guest next week on the 50th episode, and we are going to be adding another guest, but I can't tell you who just yet because he's going to be here for a little bit of a surprise this week, Johna.
Okay.
All right. So to calm you down, Johna, while you're stressing about surprise guest and what's popping in pop culture, powered by ConQuest Journals, let's get into a little bit of fun, a little segment we like to call Dumb Jokes. Oh, man, I loved it on Friday night, having a live studio audience.
Honestly, it made my life so much easier because I didn't have to like shout out all the things all the time.
It was so great. The show is up on YouTube if you want to watch the first anniversary show. It's a bonus episode on YouTube. And I just like the whole crowd they all said it with me. They said, dumb jokes. And it was great. Love having enthusiasm. So anyway, this is Dumb Jokes. Nobody's being enthusiastic about it with me, even though, Johna,
I was.
I thought you liked this segment.
I do. I was. I didn't know you were going to do it again.
Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Dumb Jokes. We're never going to get Patches on board.
No.
I mean, he was a mess at O'Reilly's.
Bro, it was great.
And I know he's just sitting back there just waiting for these things. He's supposed to be like, he's the drummer. He's supposed to be like, pump. But no, he's not. Let's see. Here we go.
If y'all could see the little box in Patches' face right now, man.
Patches, why don't you join us on screen? There we go. Are you ready, Patches? Do you think maybe we'll make you laugh tonight? Maybe?
No.
Maybe? I think he's frozen. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh, here we go. It's time for Dumb Jokes. All right, dumb joke number 1. Johna, what do you call blueberries playing guitars?
I don't know, KJ. What do you call blueberries playing a guitar?
A jam session.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No.
All right, let's see if Patches likes this one. All right, dumb joke. What did the baby corn say to the mama corn?
I don't know, KJ. What did the baby corn say?
Nope, not that one.
That was a good one.
Thank you. Oh no, it's out of order. I don't have number 5. Well, let's try this again because I can just take 2 here, Johna. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. What did the baby corn say to the mama corn?
I don't know, KJ. What did the baby corn say to his mama corn?
Where is popcorn? I had a really cute popcorn graphic. So listen, this show, it's getting so intense with the graphics that our streaming service is like, you have too many graphics. You need to stop loading graphics.
Literally.
So it literally took one away from me. I didn't know. All right. Well, I have the graphics for the last 2. Welcome to our live show. Anything can happen.
StreamYard said, I bet you thought.
Including StreamYard being like, that's such a terrible joke. We're taking your graphic away from you.
Right.
I'm
But
crying.
okay. I have 2 graphics. Here we go.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Dumb joke. Why did the orange lose the race?
I don't know, KJ. Why did the orange lose the race?
Because it ran out of juice.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Yes.
I had one earlier.
You have a dumb joke?
That yes. It's a Marvel one. It's the one I
Okay.
tagged you in earlier.
Oh, thank you. Yes. By the way, Samantha Becker, I like that idea. She said this is now the Do Not Laugh Challenge. So we'll have to see. Someday we'll give out a prize when we actually make Patches laugh with a dumb joke.
Okay.
Sound good?
Okay.
I
All
will
right.
say Paul did make me laugh at O'Reilly's on.
Do you remember what
I can't remember the joke,
director
but
Paul Miller's joke was? Because it
No.
did
Don't-
make you laugh.
It did. It did make me chuckle, and I
Okay.
can't remember exactly what it was, and I do
Go
feel
check the
bad
tape,
about it.
guys.
All right.
Gotta check
And
the
Yeah.
thank you very much, Brandon Peters, for laughing at our
Thanks,
dumb
Brandon.
jokes.
Jona's
All
arch
right.
nemesis.
All right, Jonna.
And for no reason. Like, I don't even know how, like, we got into this whole, like, thing. But, like,
hang on just a second. We got a knock knock joke coming in. Okay.
All right. All right, hold on. Let's go.
Okay. Knock knock.
who's there?
Who's there? Okay. Nope, it's not going in order. I eat mop.
I think it's
I don't know.
I eat mop.
I eat mop. Nope, I didn't get it. Sorry, we tried. All right.
Yep, we tried, guys. Ugh.
I don't get it. Okay, I
Live
got one.
shows. Love 'em.
Okay. All right, here we go. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Dumb joke.
What's Captain America's favorite drink?
I don't know. What is Captain America's favorite drink?
Iced Americano.
It was a capsicle. Get it?
You get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ba-dum-bum.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
All right.
Nope,
As
nope,
always,
nope,
if you
nope.
have dumb jokes, please submit them to me. Tag me in the dumb jokes that you see on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or wherever you are. Send them to me. Post them in the comments. We love your dumb jokes. Keep them coming. As long as you keep the dumb jokes coming, we'll keep the dumb jokes coming. All right. Jonna, are you ready to catch us up? We appreciate being in the loop with what's happening in pop culture, and Jonna is our girl. Jonna,
I worked very hard for this.
Before we get into what's popping, could you tell us, like, where did you come from? Like, who are you? What are you doing here? A little bit about yourself.
Okay.
You know?
All right. KJ must be vamping for something.
No, actually, I just, people love you, but they don't really know, you.
Okay.
So you grew up here?
I did. I was born in Indianapolis, Indiana.
All right. Yeah.
I have 4 siblings, 2 brothers, 2 sisters, soon to be 9 nieces and nephews.
Wow. What's your Starbucks drink?
It is either a white mocha hot or a venti strawberry refresher with lemonade with light ice and no inclusions.
Oh my gosh.
Which I just heard that they're about to start charging you if you ask for light ice, which I think is ridiculous.
What?
Yeah, and if you ask for no water in your drinks, they're also going to charge you for it.
Wait, now why would you ask for no water?
Because you get more juice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I get light ice because I don't drink all of my refresher in one day usually. So I like to save it for like the next day. So it's not watered down.
Someday somebody might be out and they want to get you your Starbucks drink. And now they know that you're complicated and none of us remember.
It's not that complicated. It's just a strawberry lemonade refresher with light ice and no inclusions. That means the inclusions means like the little fruit that they put in your drink.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that because it's all mushy.
The stuff with bits in it.
Yeah, but I got my Dragonberry refresher once with no inclusions. Apparently, I didn't ask for no inclusions; they had no inclusions, and they gave it to. And she's like, "It's gonna look weird, but it'll taste the same." And it was so sad. It wasn't pretty at all.
I think my drink is very pretty without inclusions, but that's all right. I'm a Scorpio, and
all right, yeah. Do you like long walks on the beach?
I do. I love the beach. That's my favorite place to be. I wish I could be there all the time, but I in fact don't have a husband or a rich husband at that. So that's
when people say they like long walks on the beach, does it have to include someone else? I mean, like I
would prefer to have someone else for safety.
Okay.
That's I'm safe. We're women, okay? We have to go in packs.
Gotcha.
You know?
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys, do you feel like you know Jonna a little bit better? Are you happy now? You feel more connected to Jonna?
Who asked that who wanted to know more about me? Like who was specifically like, I need to know more about Jonna?
Sam Jackson. Got to get that character development.
Okay. Yep. Well, I mean, Sam's like my friend, so like
we're gonna
just ask.
We're gonna keep digging into Jonna. She's like,
are you trying to set up my dating profile or something?
We're gonna keep peeling back the layers, getting
I also
to know
like
Jonna.
buying books and not reading them.
That is true. All right, it is time for what's poppin' in pop culture with executive producer Jonna. Powered by ConQuest Journals. All right, Jonna, what's popping?
All right. Well, for all of my Beetlejuice fans, there is a new movie coming out next year.
It is true.
It
huh?
is in fact true. They just
Okay.
announced it yesterday. Winona Ryder,
Tell me about the casting because there was a rumor. I'm hoping you're going to tell me it's true.
Michael Keaton is returning,
Yes.
and Winona Ryder is returning as well. And they are also going to have
Please,
Jenna Ortega
Yes.
playing Winona Ryder's daughter.
Yes, that's what I was hoping
Yes,
for.
it's not a remake of Beetlejuice. It is Lydia 27 years later with
Okay.
her daughter.
Can I tell you that I did not like Beetlejuice?
Me neither. It stressed me out real bad.
Get out of our house.
I'm sorry. It just wasn't.
You
I
can
don't
come
know.
live with me in socks.
It wasn't my thing, but for some reason, because they're redoing it with Jenny Ortega, I'm super excited.
I love
about
Jenna
it.
Ortega. She's great. I
Yeah.
mean, I loved Wednesday. So, like, I mean,
Right.
you can't, like,
Right.
she's great, you know?
Yes. So, Patches, maybe we could try it again. You've
Absolutely
never
not.
sat down with me and just been like, hey, I love Beetlejuice. Will you please sit down with me and watch Beetlejuice? And
I've also said, I love Roadhouse. Let's sit down and watch Roadhouse. And
you know
have
what?
not.
Patches
So,
has said that a couple of
he
times.
has never
I
said,
do.
let's sit down and watch. He has never been sitting down and said, how about we watch Roadhouse? And I've said no.
that's only
That's
because I
never
never sit
happened.
down. That's
I've also
the only
never
reason.
said I've also never seen Roadhouse, but that's besides the point.
Roadhouse.
The second Beetlejuice movie will be out September 6th of next year.
Thank you.
What's poppin'?
Olympian Simone Biles is married.
Oh, look at that
Aw.
beautiful picture.
She and her husband, Jonathan Owens, tied the knot last month in the courthouse, and she posted a bunch of pictures with that. And they just had their full-on big ceremony in Mexico over the weekend.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, and she is so small compared. I was
is.
looking at pictures, and I was like, she is literally the smallest person compared to that man.
Well, don't you remember? I mean, she was super
oh yeah,
little.
she's so little.
Yeah, very
Yes,
little.
we're
I
very
like
excited.
I like the little girls.
Yeah.
Thank you, John.
What's poppin'?
All right. I hope other people out there who love Shamar Moore as much as I do are very excited about this news.
Really, this is all just news that Johna cares about.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's pop culture that Johna cares about.
Look, I don't care about Beetlejuice, but I told y'all about it.
Oh, thank you.
That's all
Okay.
I'm saying.
All
You
right,
know,
all right.
I do it for the fans. Okay, I do
Oh,
it for the fans.
We appreciate you.
Yes, I do.
And now that we know you a little bit better, we can trust you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. I
I'm
didn't
always-
trust you until this point.
Wow, it's been 8 years, and you've let me watch your cats. Okay.
All right.
Yeesh.
What's going on with SWAT?
All right. SWAT on CBS was canceled, but the fans were not having it. They said absolutely not. So CBS uncanceled SWAT,
Really?
and they are giving it a 7th and final season that is going to be 13 episodes.
It is amazing that the fan bases have this power now. We did not have the. I know you know what I'm going to say. We did not have this
When Firefly was around.
When Firefly
Yep.
was around, we did not,
100%.
if we would have had the social media power that there is now, we could have saved Firefly. It would still be on, I swear.
Yeah, well, CBS is doing a lot of weird things right now with all of their shows and things like that, because they just moved 911 over to ABC, and now they're uncanceling SWAT for one last season. So they're having a hard. I don't know what's going on over there at CBS, but do y'all
That
need
poor
help?
cast, right? Right.
Literally, Shamar Moore was like, "Oh, we're canceled," and then all of a sudden it was like, "We're not canceled, yay!" So weird.
Patches, did you have something to say?
No, I thought she was going to go on about 911. That was actually a Fox show.
Whatever.
Oh, thank you for that
Look,
correction.
cable television. Okay.
Thanks for that
That's
correction,
actually
Patches.
broadcast television.
It
but,
is.
you know,
Anyway.
Thank you for
Cable
that
broadcast.
correction, Patches.
Anyway,
any other corrections you would like
corrections?
for me to make this evening?
I just
I
want
am
you guys
here
to
for
know
you.
that I don't claim to know everything.
What's poppin'?
Robert De Niro,
Ooh, I'm interested.
him and whoever the mother of the child is just had a baby. He won't tell anybody who the mom is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's rumored that it's his girlfriend or whatever. But
I mean, wouldn't that be the most reasonable?
that would be the most
thing?
reasonable, but
Okay.
he's not confirming it.
Okay.
He just confirmed that he had another child. So now he has 7 children.
Wow.
And this man is 79 years old.
He's got a baby?
Y'all, his oldest child is 51 years old.
Oh my gosh.
And his second youngest child is 11.
Wow.
And he just had a baby.
Wow. Good on him.
Y'all
You
know
think
how
he's
shook
like?
I-
You think he's changing diapers and stuff like that?
Robert De Niro, I feel like just probably has like enough money that he could just be like, I'll come to the soccer game if I have time.
That's a
Then
ways
we'll just-
off.
You know,
Right.
but like,
just wheel him out in his chair for the soccer game.
but
Yeah,
I'm like,
that'd be great.
bro, how are you seven kids at 79 and now you just have like a little, I couldn't imagine. That stresses me out to no end. It's very
Yes.
stressful times.
Leanne, thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, the writer's strike that we have going on.
I support it.
But you know, it may cause problems. I'm telling you, the last time we had a writer's strike, we lost Chuck, man, and we never got
Yeah,
it back. And now
I mean, they already delayed writing for the new Stranger Things season. All of the late night talk shows are just off air because they don't have any writers, like Saturday Night Live, Late Show, all of that stuff. Like they're like, but I love that all the celebrities are like, no, like we support our writers. Like they should be getting paid. Like they make us look good.
Yes. Thank you, Rooney Cartoony, for the What's Poppin'. She added in Good Omens season 2 comes out July 28th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes. Always pop in with your own What's Poppin', because you guys, you know, are gonna know more than we do.
Right. Because
Probably.
I only care about what's popping for things that I care about.
All right.
Like Shamar Moore.
Mary Beth, crew number 21. Thanks for hopping in here. We are so glad that you're here. You did miss dumb jokes, and you missed some shocking reveals about Johna and her past.
What? In my past, okay. Apparently that I'm untrustworthy, and KJ's let me watch her cats and stay in her home multiple times.
I'm talking about, like, I'm speaking for the viewer when I say, like, maybe I don't know you well enough to trust you yet. I mean, I do, but you know, maybe
Look, if y'all don't trust me by now, then
we gotta just keep, you know, keep peeling back.
Oh, you know what, KJ? Let's learn more about you since we're learning about me. We can.
Okay, what do you want to know?
I don't know. What's your favorite color?
My favorite. You don't know that? It's blue.
Blue.
TARDIS blue.
Oh, man, you and my mom with your blues.
Oh, rude. Just plain Paul says I wouldn't say anyone missed dumb jokes.
Wow, that's
rude.
Mean.
That is rude.
That's mean.
That's my boy Paul right there. Check.
Patches, what's your favorite color?
Paul.
Yeah, Patches.
Green.
Really?
Yes.
That surprises me.
You know,
I would assume that it's like Bears orange or something.
Does it surprise you?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does actually. I thought it would be like orange for like the Bears or whatever.
No, I do love me some orange. It's actually green and orange are probably my two favorite colors. So
okay, that's cool.
First.
All right,
my favorite color is pink. So
you got to know the KJ Today Show a little bit better, but you're welcome to our party. Yes. What's Poppin' is brought to you by ConQuest Journals.
ConQuest Journals?
We will be talking about that in a moment. But first, oh my gosh, it is time for the surprise guest. My friends, I just couldn't wait to bring this guest on the show. One, because what he's talking about is time sensitive.
Oh, okay.
And I promise you, we will get more with Emilio Estevez next week. Or Patches, how did you say? How does Rob Lowe say it?
Estevez.
Okay, Emilio Estevez.
And he's known him literally like 40 years.
So Emilio has a movie that is being re-released. It came out in 2010. It is called The Way, and it is going back in theaters with Fathom Events on May 16th. So I wanted to let you know about that. But he hopped on a call with me this morning, and you know what, Johna? Next week on the 50th episode, we talk about cats.
Okay.
But tonight,
I'm so surprised.
I wanted to share a little clip with you because he had so many nice things to say about our little city. Emilio, how are you?
I'm very well, KJ. Thanks so much for having me on the show.
Can we just start off by talking about why right now, this time, that it is time for The Way to have this re-release with Fathom Events?
Well, sure. And, you know, I just have to mention that we were up in Indianapolis for the Heartland Film Festival, and we were honored by the festival for the Best Picture award. So it holds Indianapolis holds a really warm place in our hearts, and we really felt like the film received some wonderful attention there. So thank you. First of all.
It was it was KJ.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Like
just
like
the Heartland Film Festival.
Just clutching her heart, like, oh my God, he said Indianapolis was so great. It's so funny.
So I changed the way that we record with these celebrities. So now I'm on camera. So I thought, well, I gotta share, because sometimes, I mean, obviously sometimes I'm like, like looking over like, oh God, what I'm gonna ask them next. But there are moments where I'm like, oh, and they can't see me.
So funny.
All right. So we are going to have now, my friends, for our 50th episode next week, we are going to have Jim Belushi and Emilio Estevez.
We're going to have both of them?
We are.
Yes.
I know, right? I mean, it's a milestone episode. Why not have two big stars on the show, Johna?
Because that creates a lot of work for me.
Well, yes.
I am like Chris Evans, okay? Producing is a lot of work.
So, show note, Johna, I'll take care of Emilio Estevez if you handle Jim Belushi.
I assumed that's how it was going to
That's how it's going to roll, because teamwork, baby.
Makes a dream
work. Boom. That's how we do it here. All right. What's Poppin' is brought to you by ConQuest Journals. We've got special guest James Monroe Iglehart coming up. But first, let's let Patches tell you more.
Well, thank you very much, KJ, because what's popping in pop culture is powered by ConQuest Journals, officially licensed fan art for Harry Potter, Supernatural, Friends, Schitt's Creek, and more. Now shipping the very first ConQuest Journals Hogwarts 2023 and 24 agenda, Hogwarts Express notebook, and platform 9 3/4. Shop ConQuestJournal.com and save 10% when you use the promo code KJ today. Well, I don't know if you knew this, but the KJ Today Show is also powered by PopCon, celebrating all aspects of pop culture in one weekend.
Oof.
The inaugural PopCon Louisville is quickly approaching with celebrities, I should say. Oh my God!
With celebrates.
Right
with celebrates. We just broke Patches.
Oh my God! Yes, you do. Celebrities like Scott Patterson, Emily Swallow, and Dante Basco, along with family fun and nightlife events to entertain all. Get tickets at popcon.us.
Hey, I'm Scott Patterson. Can't wait to see you at PopCon Louisville, June 16 through 18.
Thank you very much, Scott. And
I cannot wait to meet Scott Patterson. I'm literally so excited.
Very excited about that.
Patches, are you okay? Do you need like a throat lozenge or something?
I'm completely
Are you sure?
The comments coming in.
I haven't even looked
One of them
at
said,
him.
is Patches dying?
Who stepped on Bobcat?
Who stepped on Bobcat Goldthwait's feet?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I just had a Police Academy flashback. That's awesome.
I cannot.
Thank you, musical director Paul Miller.
By the way, the full interview with Scott Patterson is now up on YouTube. All of my wonderful 14 minutes, I think we spent together. We had highlights last week, but if you want to just go enjoy the full interview, Scott was so wonderful. He was live in his kitchen. It was great. YouTube.com/KJ today, and subscribe while you're there, because we're like 22, 23 people away from 1,000 subscribers. Can't even believe it.
I'm going to take everyone in my family's phone and subscribe them to our show.
Please do.
Even all the kids. I'm going to be like, give me your phone. I know you have a YouTube page.
All right. We are halfway through the show. We still have Don't Screw the Krew coming up.
Sorry, my mic's not muted. Sorry.
We yes, we're only halfway through the show, Patches.
All right. Sorry. I usually keep my mic muted. That's my bad.
But we're kind of running on we're like a little bit running on schedule. So
I
like,
know,
I'm
right?
super proud of us.
Me
Johna,
too.
I'm
me
trying
too.
to reverse like jinx us right now. All right. So
I'm trying to relax, and that was why Johna, I wanted to just give a little bit more of your character development, let people get to know you better, just hang out with friends, right? Just gotta feel good. You feel good?
Yep.
All right.
What do you
what is Patches doing?
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
He's got his own thing, man. However he wants to feel his positive vibes.
Namaste, Patches.
I've started saying positive vibes, like was in the pause, so much that I have trouble saying positive vibes now.
I'm cracking up.
It's like,
I know she's like the punniest person I know.
but up.
Hardy har har.
Tell me you don't like dumb jokes when you're being pun man.
You are one of the punniest persons I know. See what I did there? Punny fur. See,
really
cats.
good.
And
I'm hanging up.
no.
How do you hang
Just
up on
keep
this
going.
thing? How do you get out of here?
I'm all alone. just me and James Monroe Iglehart. Let's get to it. James was a absolute just a blast.
Amazing
to talk with, and Johna had just as much fun editing it, and we hope you have just as much fun listening. We start off by talking about his show Kiff, which is on Disney Plus.
Yes.
But still has some, it's adultish humor, right?
I mean,
fun for the whole family, but you
yeah,
can have fun as an adult.
I mean, it's definitely like a kids type show, but I just love like the music and the characters. Like they're just so like Kiff is hilarious. Like the main character Kiff is so I literally watched it all like in one day.
Oh, nice.
They're only like 30-minute episodes.
Well, let's let Hamilton star James Monroe Iglehart tell us about it. Well, and I showed the trailer to my producer this morning, and her eyes just lit up, and she was like, this has a real Adventure Time vibe to it. Is that what we can expect?
I mean, there's so many adventures that Tiff and her friend Barry go on. The animation is so tight. It's so much fun. And the songs are great. But trust me, it gets nutty. It gets ridiculous. And it all comes back to the family. And that's that was one of the things that drew me to it.
Was the fact that there's this musical component to it as well with the original song every episode, was that appealing to you too?
What's funny is I didn't hear the song when I first heard it. When I first saw it, the first thing that grabbed me was the visualness of it. When I saw what Martin looked like, Martin is a small brown squirrel, and he's married to this tall yellow squirrel, and that triggered me immediately in the most positive way because my wife is 6'4". He's taller than me, so I saw this little brown squirrel and his wife, and I was like, oh, that's me and my wife done. And I had to do this.
That's me and my wife. I'm short squirrel. She's tall squirrel.
I mean, it's so funny. Like his delivery, even as an animated character, is so funny.
Oh my gosh,
it's hilarious.
He's perfect.
I play Tiff's dad, Martin. He's a wonderful, loving dad, emotional, enthusiastic. I love dadding. I love being a pop. I'm very opinionated, usually what I read on social media, but also I'm extremely suggestible, which is really fun for my daughter, Tiff, who likes to I'm a total pushover for her. And if it's not for my wife, Beryl, I would probably let her run the house. So it's so much fun. It's exciting. It's funny. It's lighthearted. It's got great themes of friendship, family, joy, and it's really, really funny. So Lucy Evans and Nick Small created the show, put together an amazing cast of people. Simoko Glenn, who people might know from different shows, plays Tiff, plays Michael Croner, plays Barry, and my lovely wife, Lauren Ash. And together, we formed a family, and trust me, you will not be disappointed when you see the show.
Absolutely not.
I
He
mean,
is completely legit about
this
that.
this is like the dream interview,
Right.
I mean, because I've been doing this for years, and sometimes, usually it's great, right? But sometimes you get someone on, and it's like, well, I didn't make you come on my show,
Right?
Like, sell me on your show, man. Like, he came ready to just hype up
Right.
Tiff.
Well, I mean, that he puts like his dad character, like, because he's a dad, so you can tell, like, most dads are pretty gullible, especially when it comes to their daughters.
Mhm.
Like on one of the episodes, Kiff is trying like to go to school,
Mhm.
but she's like sick or whatever. And so the mom literally puts in magnets on the refrigerator, Kif is tricking you. So every time Kif's like, I'm going to school, the dad's like, wait a minute. He looks at the fridge and he's like, no, you're not going to school. It's so funny.
Johna, am I the next clip? Do I go to Mr. Puppy Paws or do I go right to the cats? This is a great question. Are we going to Mr. Puppy Paws or the cats?
Okay, let's do Mr. Puppy Paws because I'm pretty sure in that clip you find out that he has cats.
Yes.
So then we can go into it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a fan question about Mr. Puppy Paws. Beth said, ask him about playing Mr. Puppy Paws in Super Kitties because my 4-year-old daughter absolutely loves him.
I have the best time playing Mr. Puppy Paws in Super Kitties. It's a wonderful show for preschoolers. It teaches you different lessons about life, and it's so much fun. And my little puppy has a wonderful English accent, and he is very selfish because when you get anybody who's got a puppy knows puppies are all very selfish. You have to teach them for like, hey, no, that's not yours. So it's so much fun to play this character, and I'm so glad kids are loving it because I am having the best time playing that dog.
Well, I'll tell you, I was a little bit conflicted with the episode where Mr. Puppy Paws was trying to bury all the fireworks because he hates them so much, and the kitties were trying to stop him because my cats hate the fireworks too. And I was like, no, Mr. Puppy Paws is right.
I have 5 cats of my own, and I was very conflicted about that episode, but I understood what the lesson was. You can't take other people's entertainment. You just have to accept it and do something different for yourself. You can't just take it for yourself. That's how I take it. But I do understand. My cats hate fireworks too.
I mean, dogs also animals in general hate fireworks. So, I mean, I can understand it, Mr. Puppy Paws.
I want to say thank you to Beth, the crew member that suggested that question, because I did not know that there was a show called Super Kitties and the villain was Mr. Puppy Paws.
I knew that.
So I went and looked it up, and I was, as you can tell, I was watching it for show prep to talk with.
Oh yeah, well, she was watching it for show prep. Okay.
And then, as you may have imagined, as he slipped in, well, you know, I have 5 cats and
Just
they don't like
casually.
but they don't like fireworks either. I was like, excuse me, we need to go back to that. Yeah. Did you say you have 5 cats?
I do. I have one older cat. Her name is Zoe. She's 21 years old.
Wow.
Which means she's 102 years old. And then I have 4 rescues, 2 kittens and 2 elderly cats. And so I wanted to rescue them. Once the kids were out of the house, I told my wife we decided we were going to help the elderly cats. You know, people never adopt them. So we were like, no, we'll adopt them. And here they are at our house, just living like kings and queens, girl.
That is amazing. I have 7 rescues, and my oldest one, same way. We adopted her when she was 10. We think she's around 14 now. And, you know, I didn't know if she was gonna want to be around a bunch of other cats, but man, she's the queen of this house. And I agree with you completely that adopting a senior cat is it's more of a gift to you than it is to them. I feel like it's very moving.
Yes, there's a regalness to an older cat, and they kind of look at the kittens like, slow down, you have no idea what you're doing. And it's really fun.
Yeah, and
it was the bougie voice for me. Slow down, you don't know what you're doing.
And yes, this was recorded. It was actually recorded probably a couple weeks before Jaina passed away. So
look, man, and I listened to that interview, and I was like, this is such a good clip, but I just don't know if I should put it in there or not. And I was like, but other people, like, we need to get the word out about senior cats. Like, they deserve love too, you know? Me coming from someone who has a kitten, but like, senior cats do deserve love, just like, you know, senior dogs. Like, old people deserve love too, guys.
Absolutely.
Jeez.
Absolutely. And I'm in a good place. You're not going to make me cry tonight like you did on Friday night at the anniversary party. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, I know you want to know. You want him to talk about Hamilton, right? This is James Monroe Iglehart from Hamilton. let's talk about Hamilton. Do you have any advice for a first timer?
That's the unexpected, because there are many fans who listen to the soundtrack and they know it. But the great thing about Hamilton is our great director, Tommy Kail, tells us to not play it exactly how you hear it on the soundtrack. You know, you let every actor embody the different characters the way that they kind of see it. I mean, you're going to get what you expect, but you're also going to get the unexpected. So, you know, let go of the soundtrack and go in expecting to hear new voices and maybe some new intentions, and just enjoy yourself, because the great thing about it is the story doesn't change, and the story is fantastic, and it takes you on a wild, crazy, true adventure about one of our forefathers, Alexander Hamilton. So you are going to have a great time when you see it.
Is it hard for you when you do these productions like Chicago and Hamilton that have these long runs? Is it hard at the end to let that go and know that it's going to carry on without you?
No, not really, because I feel like if it's time for me to go, then it's time for me to go. And it's time for someone else to take up the mantle and do that, because I know a new adventure is coming for me. So there's always a time and a place for everything. So there was a time for Aladdin, there was a time for Hamilton, there was a time for Chicago, and right now I'm in Disney's Hercules playing Phil at the Paper Mill Theater, which hopefully will go to Broadway someday. So this is that time, and there's always a time for something. And it's funny going back and seeing the new people in it. You go, yes, this is your time. So it's that moment of passing the torch to someone else to let their energy take over that moment and inspire the next person. So it's not hard to read.
Man, I just want to hang out with him.
How inspiring. He's
Right?
like, nah, man, do your thing. He's like, it was my time. It's your time to shine now.
I know.
I love it.
I loved everything about that. So
love that
hopefully
guy.
Michelle, who is going to see crew number 134, who's going to see Hamilton in Wisconsin this weekend, there was a little advice for you on how to enjoy the show. And thank you to James Monroe Iglehart for being with us. And thank you for being with us. We are going to get set up for Don't Screw the Krew. We still have the
I know you
we
guys
still have
do,
the
and
pet
I
of the
love
week
you.
coming up. Everybody's loving Johna for saying that seniors need love too.
Oh, people do need love too.
They do. All right, please now enjoy a short kitty cam while we get ready for Don't Screw the Krew.
You're giving Grayson some love. He is definitely very relaxed. You good, man? I'm good. Thank you, Amelia, for taking care of your brother. Grayson, you are the Buddha cat, the most zen cat in the world. I know you help him stay that way.
Listen,
Me too, Grayson.
right? Yep. I just gonna like.
Sometimes I also want to lay off the ottomans and
I'm
just.
just gonna. I'm
Right.
kind of falling off here.
But like,
Oh,
how
God.
strong is Grayson's core that he was literally just holding himself like that? Like I could
No,
never.
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw the full camera shot. Amelia might have been like laying on top of his back legs to like anchor him, because she
Maybe.
actually does lay on top of him.
That's
She
so
does.
funny.
She does. You can always keep up with our kitty cats on social media, YouTube Shorts. If you're on YouTube, I actually post a lot more behind the scenes stuff with our cats on YouTube. So go to youtube.com/KJ today, or, follow me on Facebook or wherever you want to keep up with the positive vibes. Speaking of positive vibes, tonight in Don't Screw the Krew, we have got a PAWSitive Vibes prize pack. Johna, before we completely get into Don't Screw the Krew, let's talk about what Karen is going to win tonight. Johna, show everybody what's on the line tonight. Yes, go ahead, John. Use your British voice, please.
Okay, hang on.
Thank you.
Hang on, wait. I gotta get into character. Okay, we've got this beautiful Storms and Melodies comic remedies. KJ's new recipe,
Remedy,
recipe, whatever. It's brand new. It's positive
Concoction
change.
it is, yeah.
It is so positive. You'll absolutely love it, and your kitty cats will love it as well.
It is to help you when you're going through difficult times.
As we all are, because this is the world that we live in.
Thank you. What else?
We also have most likely a signed copy of KJ's book, Raised by Cats Behind the Mic and the Meows, by KJ McGlynn, your kitty correspondent. I will tell you, I read this book in one day. It's very, very quick read. 10 out of 10.
I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad when they're like, it's a quick read. I'm like, did I not write enough?
Well, it's only, let me look.
It's 102 pages.
102 pages. Well,
and it's got lots of pictures.
Well, it's basically a picture book, and we all love those. Those are my favorite books until I got into chapter books.
Oh, Johna, is there anything else?
And then we have this beautiful Storms and Melodies Calming Remedies t-shirt.
Oh, goodness. I'll send you one that's not so wrinkled. Sorry about that.
She's going to steam it until it gets to you, and then it's going to be wrinkled again because it goes through the mail.
Thank you very much, Johna. Our crew member tonight is Karen. She's crew number 66. That is one of her 9 cats.
I love that kitty cat.
Oh, yes.
OMG.
She's got some puppy dogs too, but I thought, the positive change would be very nice to keep around for her kitty cats. And I think she does some fostering.
And she's finally here, so yes.
All right. Oh, no pressure, guys.
Oh, no, the pressure.
The pressure is on.
Oh,
all right.
bloody hell.
I want to keep my British accent through. Don't screw the crew.
Would you please?
I will.
Okay, let's do this. It's time to play Don't Screw the Crew. Wow, that was really
actually
nice,
you know what?
Guys.
British accent doesn't apply for that one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I still did it though. I was still committed to being a character.
Crew.
Don't screw the crew.
Yeah, it's.
I can't. Don't screw the crew.
Honestly, that's probably the best British accent I've
Honestly,
ever heard
that was
do.
a pretty good. That was pretty good for you.
Oh yeah,
try.
Yeah. Just
character development.
I just think it's when you say "hello, governor" is where I think that one phrase is what messes you up.
Hello, governor.
Nah.
You just sound like an American trying to be British.
I am an American trying to be British.
Well, you gotta own it.
You made a right hash of it.
Don't screw the crew.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
So
okay.
I love the mouth movement. You're like over exaggerating. That's
she
awesome.
tries very hard.
I am.
I
it's
love
very
the
hard
effort.
for me.
It's
Thank you.
We love KJ. She's our favorite.
I mean, if nothing else, even if you don't like the show, know that I try very hard. Thank you.
She does.
All right. We've got 3 questions here. Karen is watching. Please don't screw the crew. She's got 9 cats. She needs some of this calming remedies for her cats. All right. Here we go. All right. So 3 questions. We got to get 2 out of the 3 correct. If we do, we don't screw the crew. And Karen wins her PAWSitive Vibes prize pack. All right. We are going to start tonight with executive producer Johna.
Of course we are.
Executive producer Johna. The category is music.
Ooh.
What artist with the nicknames His Royal Badness and the High Priest of Pop passed away in 2016?
What? Can I get a repeat of the question, please?
What artist with nicknames including His Royal Badness and the High Priest of Pop passed away in 2016?
I'm gonna have a very bad guess here, and I'm gonna say Prince.
Prince is correct!
Yay! Yay! I'm so excited for me. That was
You did it. You did it. Very nice. I was going to give you a hint if I needed to and say he was associated with a single color. Do you know what color that is?
Purple.
Very nice. Thank you. Yes. All right, here we go. Johna's just going to stay in a British accent.
You're welcome.
All right. So easy. So easy.
Very
all right.
method.
Here's the thing. So now we only need to get one more right. Pressure is off a little bit.
Patches.
Here. All right.
Watch,
Patches.
it's going to be like trigonometry is going to be the category.
If KJ gives you a math question, I'll be so surprised.
I am rubbish at maths.
I don't think KJ's very good at math either. So.
Actually, KJ is quite brilliant at maths.
It must be a mom thing because my mom is also good at math.
I'm very good at math. Algebra was my jam.
Oh no!
If you're doing a proper British accent,
no,
it's
thank
maths. It's mass
Mass.
with
No,
plural.
thank you. It sounds like we're going to mass, like we're Catholic, and we're not.
No, it's maths.
I mean, I am, but it's different.
Okay.
Anyway,
Here's
the question for Producer
I don't
Patches.
know what you guys are doing.
Take
here.
it
So
away,
sorry.
KJ.
All right. Question number 2, social studies.
Ooh.
What U.S. state is known as the Golden State?
Oh, I think I know that one.
California?
It is California.
Yay!
Woo! Yeah. Congratulations, Patches. Yeah, oh, yes, that's right. We got a winner. Here we go. You know, it was great. Friday night, we could not hear the sound effects going on. So everyone in the bar literally did.
It was so amazing. It
You're
really
a
was.
legend, Johna.
And
You're a
I'm
legend.
so close to quitting every single week. I'm this close. So
Hey.
close.
The accent now.
Yes.
Nope, it's forever.
Congratulations to crew number 66, Karen, and her 9 cats and her dogs, who are going to be so much calmer now that they are getting the Storms and Melodies Positive Change, which is available in my shop, stormsandmelodies.com. I pour them with purrs, love, and light.
Me too.
You have helped.
I have
you,
helped.
You have helped pour. Yes. Sometimes it takes a village to pour these storms and melodies.
Honestly, I don't see how she does it by herself, if I'm being honest.
It's a lot of work, man.
You're not wrong.
All right. So we've got Tell Me Something Good coming up. We have a pet of the week. We have a bonus cat. We are going to recap some of our favorite moments from the first anniversary party. And we have, let's see, 9 minutes to do it. But we've got something very important to share with you because Summer Bash is coming.
That's right, because unless you're living under a rock, the KJ Concert Series invites you to Summer Bash, Indiana, celebrating 10 years. Summer Bash is Indiana's only all-inclusive music festival. Food, booze, camping, and of course, live music. Join the KJ Today Show at Summer Bash, Indiana in Muncie, July 14th and 15th. Go to summerbashindiana.com.
Thank you, Hulk Hogan.
Thank you very much. New band announcement being added to the lineup. Make sure you follow Summer Bash Indiana on Facebook. They're going to be making that announcement on Friday night. And Johna, there are 2 rules. That's why we absolutely love Summer Bash. Let's get rule number 1.
No glass is allowed.
That's right. We got to be safe. And rule number 2.
Don't be a dick.
That's right. Go to summerbashindiana.com. The KJ Today Show will be there. You can join us. It's going to be great. Hope to see you there July 14th through the 15th. All right. Coming up this weekend, if you missed it, we are going to do an encore presentation. Boo the cat. If you did not see the amazing story of Boo being adopted by his media personality dad, Jake Query, you can watch that this weekend on Pet Pals TV. And I got to say thank you to Jake and also to Boo, because he had a whole bunch of churros. I think Boo is the only cat in the world who does not like churros. I couldn't believe it. So he was like, he brought it out and he's like, do you want these things? Because he won't eat them. And I was like, he was like, I got a ton of them. And it literally came around the corner. Like, I left our shoot with all of these churros.
I love that.
And speaking of kitties,
speaking of
can
cats.
I do an impromptu kitty cam? Because this is what happens when Daddy does reads down here in the basement.
She's just
in
stressed eating
Studio
her
B.
blanket.
Yeah,
look at
Melody does. She is not a fan of Daddy doing those.
She's trying to
voices.
calm you down. She's
Yes,
like, "You need
she
to calm
is.
down,
That's why she
Daddy."
has her own remedy named after her.
Well, on Friday night we had our first anniversary party. Next week is the 50th episode, so big milestones all around. We had some videos. I want to let everybody know who submitted their videos and said such nice things to us. Patches and I watched it. we were having technical difficulties, and John worked so hard to put it together.
I worked so hard.
You guys said such nice things, and we watched it, and I think, you know, that I just want you to know that we appreciated it, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But I did want to share one of the highlights from the thank you video was it was one of the cats who watches the show.
I'd like to thank you, KJ, for introducing my parents to Cheerios. I now get them twice a day. However, I would like to get them more than twice a day. So any sponsorships or donations for Cheerios, I would gladly accept them, as my parents have constrained the budget to 2 Cheerios a day and not full ones, as I have to share with Mabel. So if I could get 2 complete Cheerios plus 2 more, life would be worth living.
I'll tell y'all, when they sent me that, like, because everybody was sending me videos, and so like some of them, they're like, "Is this great?" I'm like, "This is great," and I like didn't even like watch them, and so I'm like going through, and I get to the Miller's video, and it's the Aaron is like, "It's a little unconventional." I'm like, "Oh man, I bet it's great," and then I watched it, and I was like, "This is my favorite."
Karen, congratulations on winning. She said Tasso's the name of the gray cat that we have a lot of cats on the show tonight. You know, Churu like owes me some free Churus.
Yeah,
do. If you are in the KJ Cat Club on Facebook, which is a free group, I'm like a Churu pusher.
Honestly, they got socks eating that stuff now.
Yeah. Oh, that was the only thing he would eat the first time when he first started coming over.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So thank you very much, Ella, cat of our musical director, Paul Miller, and the Miller family, for that touching message to celebrate us on our first anniversary. I want to turn it over to Patches and Johna. Sam says it was a great night celebrating with you. Can't wait to do it again for the next anniversary. Oh man, pressure's on.
Absolutely.
Patches, can you talk a little bit about, how you were feeling reflecting on the first anniversary?
You know what? Yes, I can, because it was super surreal for me. Number one, thank you to everybody that watches and subscribes and is part of the KJ crew and the Kinda Nerdy network. It really is a community together. And especially thank you to O'Reilly's downtown. Our friend Joel, he has always been there for us, and he is always going to be there for us as far as we know. And is always has always given us a place to share our platform of positive vibes and just happiness, and putting it out to everyone that is willing to take in the positive vibes. And I can't say enough about everybody, and to Johna and KJ and producer Katie, or gamer Katie, however we're calling her on this show. I don't know.
Emmy Award winning
producer Katie. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, sorry. I did hold the Emmy. Yeah. To the three of you as well, along with Paul Miller, our musical director, and Grandpa Patches, our chief engineer. I mean, like, what you guys have allowed us to create is nothing short of amazing, and it has been one of the craziest and most awesome years of my life. So thank you guys so very much.
That's producer Patches.
Okay,
I know, right? It's like
I'm gonna quote Falcon right now. Did you write that down, or was that off the top of your head?
That was such a Captain America moment. Like, yeah,
channeling my inner Chris Evans,
right?
And Johna, do you have? I don't have anything to add to that. My gosh, Patches covered it all.
I mean, well, you and Patches are like the same person, so I mean, you guys have been married for like 1,000 years. So
we have, yes.
I mean, I just want to say thanks to the KJ Cat Club and the Kinda Nerdy Network and Emmy Award winning gamer Katie for being in cahoots with me for gifts for KJ and Patches.
So many cahoots.
And
many
for
cahoots.
everyone who came out to O'Reilly's, because me and KJ have the same fear all the time, is that we're terrified that we're going to do these things and nobody's going to watch. No one's going to show up. And you guys showed up in full force. Everybody was even there before me. And even my shredded guy from work came and I missed him.
Oh my gosh.
But
he was like so awkward when he came in. He's just like, I'm here for Johna.
I love Jerry.
And then I made it even weirder because I was like, you must be the shredded guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
right.
You really talk about him a lot.
He's a nice guy.
He's a very nice guy.
Super
And
nice. Yes.
His name is Jerry, and he now has a KJ Crew number.
Thank you, Jerry.
He's an author. We're gonna like exchange books and support each other as
Absolutely.
authors. So it was great. I mean, we made some new friends,
Yes.
and thank you to everybody that came. And Susan, I wish you could have been there too, but we're gonna have more parties. Go ahead, Johna.
And I just want to say thank you to KJ for trusting me, even though she didn't know if she could trust me apparently at the beginning of this show, but for trusting me to be your co-host and executive producer of not only this show, but of When You Were on the Mix by Yourself, and of the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast, and every other thing that you've ever done, because I never thought that I would love doing what I'm doing, and you made it really easy to do that. So thank you.
Well, I'm gonna save some of this, stuff.
And shout out to Grandpa Patches, #1, for saving me a parking spot and parallel parking my car, because there was way too many people for me to do that. And I did get a parking ticket, but it was only $20.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm gonna pay it. Don't worry.
Next week is the 50th episode, so I actually have some gifts for you guys. You guys are probably going to get tired of us like celebrating ourselves, like look at us, look at it.
As we should celebrate ourselves. Okay.
Yes,
that's what my therapist would say.
Yeah.
Right?
So we'll be doing that next week. And thank you. I'm going to make a post and share some of the stories and my feelings and the stuff that was going through my head when the KJ's Cat Club and the Kind of Nerdy Network presented us with this wonderful memorial tile of Jaina, and it'll be going up in the Grateful Rescue Welcome Center when that breaks ground. And they raised money for Grateful Rescue, and they made a donation to Indie Neighborhood Cats. So it was a really moving night for us. So that is our Tell Me Something Good.
And KJ got a super dope canvas.
I did.
Just
Yes,
saying.
it will be hung
canvas.
up next week, Johna.
Yes, I can't wait for you guys to see it, because I spent so much time trying to find the
It'll be
perfect
unveiled.
picture.
It'll be unveiled on the 50th episode,
Okay.
Johna.
I worked real hard on what picture I was going to put on that thing too.
All right, we're over, but we still got some good news and a pet for you. Let's do this. It's time for Tell
Me
Patches. We don't have time for this.
Sorry, my mic. That was a legit.
He wasn't even saying anything. It wasn't even that his mic.
My
I was
mic
watching
like
him.
legit muted.
Liar.
I swear to you.
Liar.
Anyway.
All right, here we go. It's time for Tell
Me
something.
No, I don't like you. Do not like.
I don't like it.
Do not like. All right, it's time for Tell
Me
Something
Good. Thank you guys so much. Put your good news in the comments. Celebrate each other as we celebrate Tony, who starts a new job on Monday. Good luck to you, Tony. Thanks for sharing your good news. We celebrate Heather, who says, I'm attending my first book convention this weekend.
Heather, I need you to friend me on Facebook and tell me about this.
Right? What's the book convention?
I need to know.
We are working on more authors for PopCon. We're going to be expanding the author area.
I'm glad, but I'm worried about me going to a book convention right now.
And Victoria is Tell Me Something Good. She says, my son bought his car, saved for 2 years working at Charleston's. Love that place. So proud of him.
I've never been there.
Nice
Oh, it's
ride,
really
too.
good.
Very nice ride.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. Follow me on Facebook, because we do ask for your good news on Tuesdays, and then we share it with you on Wednesdays. And sometimes people are like, hey, I've got some good news, but it's not Tuesday. Like, I always want good news. Like, always share your good news. I love it. And of course, we always end the show with our favorite way to bring you some positive vibes with the PAWSitive Vibes of a pet of the week. Meet Bean, our pet of the week. Beans Tiberius is the full name of Beans. Grandmom's name is Kathy, and she says Beans' nickname is Beansy. Sometimes when Beans comes in from outside, he runs through the house, and they have to look and say, "Look how fast he is. He's so fast." And that makes him go faster. Look at him with that little baby. Oh, my goodness. When they are at the dinner table, he does come out and try to eat, and someone will say, "Beans, why are you in the kitchen?" And he looks right at Grandma as if saying, "Well, you are supposed to share your food with me." She says, "We refer to Beans as my granddaughter's brother, and he really does think he's a human." Thank you so much for sharing Beans with us. And again, follow us on Facebook for your chance to have your pet be the pet of the week. Thanks for checking in again, Michelle Hahn at crew number 134. Remember to get your crew number and join us next week for the 50th episode with Jim Belushi and Emilio Estevez, both on the show.
I can't
next week.
All
What?
right.
I can't with you guys saying Estevez.
I don't know. That's what Pat just said we needed to say.
That's
His name
I'm
is
going.
Emilio Estevez.
I'm going by the pronunciation of one of his oldest friends. So that
I didn't have
that's
time
all.
to ask him.
So anyway,
But
just
we did
saying,
talk about
just saying.
cats.
Yay. So surprised.
All right. We'll be a little late because the show is running a little late, but meet us on
Oh
Facebook
my God! Are you kidding me?
for the official after party. What's cooking with Patches and the cats?
Dude, you are so welcome for finding that picture, Patches.
Listen, I
Well
didn't
played,
even
well done.
realize that I used the same
Oh my
picture
God.
as you. You're like, did you like you didn't like that picture with the W last week? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I
I
used that
honestly didn't
picture
pay
for what's
attention to it.
cooking.
Yeah.
Look, I tried to use funny pictures in the open. My picture was cute because it was me
Oh
and Chris
my
Evans
God.
Of
because I
course.
just want to use that all the time. But for KJ and Patches, I was like, I gotta find good, funny pictures of them. And I saw that one of Patches, and I was like, that's it. That's the one.
All right, friends. We'll meet you
God.
at facebook.com/KJ on the air. We'll meet you in the
Oh
kitchen
my
right
goodness.
after the official end to this show.
Woo!
Our world famous end credits. Here we go.